it's a very like experienced roster like together. You know, it's I guess you could say they've basically been around for like 3 seasons now.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we'll have to just see what happens. Like,
Yeah, no, it should be an interesting game. My prediction is based off knowing Caleris for quite a while now, and I know he's been around. I mean, pretty much as long as me, which is long compared to the people on the server. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and think his experience might pull through here. I've also had conversations with him where he's been pretty keen to sort of learn the game and whatever. And if he's sort of done that in the weeks since I've talked to him, he might surprise us, and they might run some interesting strats here on Snakewater.
Yeah, I think if there's going to be like any interesting off classes, it's definitely going to be coming in the direction of Fanclub. I remember screwing them earlier in the season. When I had Quack on demo, he just ran sticky jumper to mid once and like absolutely like demolished me. And he did that like 3 rounds in a row because I just like didn't think he'd like do it again.
Yeah, that classic.
So I'm keen to see
the classic. Oh, they won't do it again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'd be keen to see if they like do anything like that. But Quack appears to be on Soldier at the minute. So
yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be interesting games. Do we have the 3rd map right now? Have they chosen a 3rd map?
Don't think so.
No? Okay, well right now we have Snake and Gully, I believe. And I think they're still working on the tiebreaker, so should be interesting. I predicted that Prolands will be the game. No real reason, just a guess. But what do you think they're going to choose for a tiebreaker?
I can't really say. But I have a feeling that Prolands might have been banned in the direction of Gnome Zone, because I was on that roster for a little bit, and I remember like they didn't like Badlands like at all. Like they referred to it as a boomer map.
Okay. Classic.
Which is like fair enough. You know, you get stuck on last on that map, and you just literally can't push you out. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that one banned.
Yeah.
I
suppose by that logic, Granary has no hope then.
Yeah, no, Granary. I don't think Granary's likely either. It's probably like Logjam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Logjam. That might be interesting.
Because Process, as you mentioned before, I think before we went live, like most teams like ban Process because it's the go-to map, and like everyone loves Process, but Logjam is kind of processy, like kind of like it's got a lot of like ramp slides and stuff that you can do.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I would have assumed that Process would have been a pick, but since it hasn't been picked, that more than likely means it's been banned. It's pretty much a staple of competitive TF2 in Australia for the past 3 years at least.
Every pug.
Every pug starts on Process.
Yeah.
It's Process everything, man. It's a good map or whatever. So if it's not been picked, I'm assuming it's been banned already. So yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see what happens. I've completely forgot about like all the new maps in the map pool. I was like racking my brain trying to think of like maps outside of Snakewater, Gully, and Process, and I came up with Badlands. Completely forgot about Granary, and I just forgot the Logjam was a map now.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see Kalinka. That'd be interesting. That'd be, if you really want to stick it to the boomers, you go with Kalinka.
Oh, 100%. I think that rollout in itself is enough to make me tilt. Like,
there's like 3 corridors all winding down the map. It's great, really.
There's really like no way you can quickly get to mid on Kalinka without killing yourself. So
yeah,
not a fan of that one. But yeah, hey, I'm all for like trying to innovate the game a little bit.
Yeah. So I think the word is they're only going to decide a tiebreaker at the end of these 2 maps if one's necessary. So I think one team's feeling a bit confident in themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they choose if it does go through. I think it will go through.
Yeah.
I like I said, I don't know much about these players, but the little I do know, I feel like Oz Fanclub may have a slightly better DM, and then like you were sort of alluding to that Gnome Zone might have like better team coordination.
Yeah,
and and chemistry. So my guess would be Snakewater will go to Oz Fanclub, and Gullywash will go to Gnome Zone, just because Gullywash is very heavily determined by whose team coordinates better, since there aren't as many sightlines. Their flank really needs to play coherently with the rest of the team. But that aside, you want to do predictions for the first map?
Oh, I think I'd say 4-2 in favour of Gnome Zone on Snake.
Alright, well, I think it's going to be a grinded out match.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I have a feeling that the scores are going to be low, and it's going to be tight, so I'm going with, I think 3-2 to Oz Fanclub is my guess.
Yeah, like, I know at the very least there are going to be stalemates. A lot of people forget that Snakewater is, if not the only map, one of the only maps where it's like you're facing your enemies front on at mid. So, like, the mid fight is quite literally like a raw DM fest. Whereas, like, other maps, there's, you know, there's kind of like a symmetrical, like, you know, diagonal kind of their side.
There's a lot of line breaks.
Yeah, but like in Snakewater, it's just like front on, like balls to the wall, you know, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's not much like barrier between each teams on the mid.
Yeah.
They kind of meet up and they're looking. The demos are like looking at each other straight in the eye. And like, hey, sup, bro? Let me kill you real quick. So I mean that's sort of what I'm thinking is Snakewater's more DM based. Scully mid can be. Like, it really doesn't matter, or it almost doesn't matter how good your DM is. Like, if you don't coordinate a bomb with your demo or scouts or whatever on Gully, like, you can get punished severely. It requires a lot of coordination. So, it'll be interesting to see how each map goes. I'm excited to learning about each of these teams. It's just sort of, I guess, analyzing as well on the way, just seeing their sort of play styles. Maybe one team will be more aggressive, one team will be more passive, and how they sort of mesh together and whatever. Which team can outbrain the other one will be a great show match.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've kind of got my money on Crybaby to kind of like, you know, like carry his team on in the calls a little bit.
I know Crybaby. He's been around for quite a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, very, very experienced.
Yeah,
player,
definitely.
Especially
a lot under belt.
For that matter.
His belt. Okay. I'm gonna keep calling Crybaby a girl, and it's a really stupid reason, but about 6 years ago, probably about 6 years ago now, not exactly. I had a friend on Steam when I was a puny little Div 5 player, and he's quit now, but he used to be good friends with Crybaby from what I remember, and somewhere along the lines he said that he like jokingly said that like Crybaby was his girlfriend or whatever, which was clearly a joke, but that just went over my head because I would have been like, I don't know, 14, and I didn't really read into it, so I've always just thought of like Crybaby as a girl, and it's just like my brain has just been shattered since I learned that it's a guy. So I apologize for that, but it looks like we're going live.
Excellent stuff. And who do you reckon you're going to be watching on this rollout, man?
Definitely going to be looking at the red demo here since I'm on that cam already.
I'm really keen to see what Crybaby's going to, you know, be able to take for his team. Looking like a dungeon rollout here. It's nice and safe, which is good. Do you want to take this in?
Come up. Yeah. So he's come up onto the grass area here. He's just spamming top left. Oh, he's eyes on the demo right now. He's actually done a lot of damage with the demo, which is pretty strong. But he has to be careful. Oh, he just gets run at by Rocky Grass. Is that his real Alice? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, Rocky Grass is going ham right now. He's just at the end of the scout in 2 shots, and now he's about to kill the medic. He doesn't beep, and he gets it. That's a 3k from Rocky Grass. But both the soldiers bomb in onto the blue medic at the last part of the mid, and they take him out.
Bit of a scrap fight, but Rocky Grass on a 5
So like we
killing
were
spree,
saying,
my
it's
god.
gone pretty BM sort of heavy mid. Rocky Grass just carrying his team there on the first mid. Is that
Gurney? I think it's Gurney or Sky.
I think it's. Sure. I was under the impression it was Sky, but the alias is.
Is Sky Gurney? I always get confused.
No. Sky's not Gurney. Sky is another player who's.
Right. I believe that is Sky. Then.
Yeah. So looks like his MG time has paid off for him there. He 2 shots the scout, who I believe was fully buffed. Down, kills him straight away. Moves straight on to, I think it was the demo. Kills the demo, then the medic, and then cleans up the soldier on the mid. But luckily for red team, they did manage to salvage the mid and kill Quack, which means we're gonna be looking at even Uber situations here. So be curious to see what people. Oh, there's as I say, that's the sack coming in. It's not very successful. He's gonna go down straight away with not much damage dealt. So nothing that Blue can catch up on. But we're gonna see a counter sack here by Dragon Fruit, I assume.
Dragon's
top Saw here.
I think he's playing a little bit sneaky. Ooh, he's straight onto the demo there.
Well, he's done a lot of damage, but not to a singular person. So everyone's kind of like 3 players on like half HP, and it looks like Blue are actually moving to grass.
Now. Wow.
You gonna take this one away if you want?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, Ant's going in for the bomb there onto Quack. Doesn't quite get it. Quack, excellent surf away from him.
Oh, the medic drops to a stray pipe from red.
So that's going to be a bit of a nice save there from Gnome Zone. Quite fortunate to have that med drop right there. Excellent stuff.
Look, it looks like so they've popped their Uber to save second, but 2 players, blue team is kind of just dispersed on them right now, and looks like there's a post Uber fight going on here. Except it's only Sky, because the rest of his team has died behind, and it looks like he's going to be taken out now. No, he's actually going to. No! Oh my god! Whoa. Sky is just running around with god tier DM right now. He's just gonna, I don't know, have his way with the entire enemy team, because he somehow salvages that terrible situation by picking up many
not
picks.
1, but 2. Like, you know, for that. Like being in that situation with 4 people around you, like
I mean,
I did not think he was going to be able to pull that one off, but you know, very good job to him.
Okay, so it's Ban, not Sky. I don't know what's
Apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're great at this job, don't worry. Anyway, so Ban is looks like he's come over to AU and he's just like tearing it up. Okay, so Demo's actually kind of hurt right here. He might die.
I think Togo's going to get picked. Oh no, and then the Uber comes out from Voltage. Ratsup managing to get the forcing, which is good, but they're going to really kind of like get out of this situation. You're probably going to be back to last. And last hold. Dragon goes in for a sack. Doesn't really get much, but
yeah, looks like it's going to be Uber trade. Blue team will walk away with second point, and they're in a pretty strong position here right now. They're 1 point away from going up around, but it looks like red are pulling. Oh, actually, as I said, the sacks coming in. Medic's really low. 1 more rock will kill him. He gets it.
Oh my god!
He should have died a lot faster than what he did. But that's a massive play by Duck right there to pick up the medic, and it looks like Blue are going to have a full Uber ad coming into last year. They're going to wait for who is it? Duck to spawn, and it looks like they're going to start moving soon. But they're going to have to deal with a heavy and a sentry. So
if Gnome Zone get this sentry up, I think they might have a small chance of being able to hold this. And it also depends how long like they're going to take. I feel like they're as I'm saying this, they're coming in from bottom here, dodging a lot of the sentry.
Oh my god.
You know, the heavy.
Oh no.
Oh wow! This whole push has been botched. Quack's got no one to kill, and he's they've had to back out of this. Really, their numbers down, and they need to fall out like right now. Otherwise, wow! Fat bomb on 3 kills right now. Holy shit!
That could not go any worse than it went. Blue Uber in through under there, but they drop their demo, which is the one person you don't want to drop on this, especially this side. They completely neglect the sentry, which I was about to say was a pretty bad position because it takes a long time for the engineer to run back and get more ammo and then run all the way back to get up a level 3. So you can only have a level 1, but even with that being said, they just drop their demo by not Ubering him, and then in the confusion he ends up dropping his scout that he was with, so he's Ubered alone on last and has to relink with his team, who just gets smashed. But looks like Cool Everest got a pick there.
Yeah, your boy Cool managed to deliver the goods on that one, and they're going to try get a little bit aggressive here. The Uber is out from Voltage, 60% on the side of Quack. They got to be careful here, make sure not to overextend, really. But
yeah.
Oh, and looks like Ratsup comes in from behind, and Ants is... Everyone's actually in here, oh my god.
Crybaby.
Excellent flanking.
Picking up 2.
Excellent flank, and the stickies from Crybaby, my god.
Yeah, so a little bit of a mistake here from Blue to hold Saw when their flank was down, and they essentially, they thought, like, they kited the Uber well, and they even managed to pick up a pick, but they got a bit overconfident, and they pushed into Saw, leaving Cool Everest alone on grass, and with their flank down, Red just burst through the flank, killed Cool Everest, and then collapsed on the combo, and that was all she wrote.
Coming in here, Voltage is by himself, but oh no, he manages to pick up the arrow kill. Excellent stuff by Voltage. Good job to you.
And he got away with half HP, so solid surf from Voltage there. It looks like we're going to have a coast-to-coast by Red here, but let's see if they can actually capitalize, unlike Blue. What's the setup looking like here? We got a heavy. We don't have a sentry, which probably should have happened by one of the scouts on Blue, but looks like Red want to move in here surely. Yep, they're coming top right.
Top right, excellent stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
apparently
the demo
dropping a demo is a trend right
side,
now.
Yeah.
And they move it in. But the Red Scout changes his target halfway through killing the heavy, and they're just gonna get mulched by this heavy. So they drop the demo. I don't know like how that happened, but I suppose
bit of Butterfinger from Voltage, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
slipped or something like that. Who knows?
And then the scout ran forward, but failed to like hit the heavy, I think. So then he sort of freaked out, and decided he wanted to try kill the medic.
Yeah. Had like
sort of
tunnel vision, but like cancelled the tunnel vision like halfway through.
Yeah, and then he and the Uber ended halfway through, you know, and he was all out of ammo by then. And so just not a good situation. But as we wait, I missed this. How did the blue medic get forced here? He was. Did he pop forcefully?
I think Ants was actually up in the top of Saw there. There was a little like mini firefight going on. Imagine a couple rockets down to Quack. Maybe Quack got a little bit scared and, you know, didn't want to risk it, you know, already being on their second, which is completely understandable.
Especially, you know, semi-finals, you don't want to make a mistake, and drop there could have cost you the round, so better to just sort of pop and live with the consequences.
Yeah, but the Gnome boys are in once again.
Yeah, but Cool Everest has got all the way behind here. Is the entire enemy team looking at him though? I would love to see, that should have been a bomb in there from Cake. He noticed Cool dragged practically the entire red team's eyes back to him. The medic was open, but looks like when you have an Uber push in here, straight on the back, he goes down, getting time on the point, big bomb here by Cake. Oh, he got arrowed in between rockets, and again! That was so clutch by Cake to get 2 arrows onto his scout on the point there, because, who's the red medic? Voltage, to get 2 arrows on his scout there, because Cake bombed him, did 2 rockets, didn't kill him, had to reload, 3rd rocket, got arrowed before it hit, then reloaded again, got arrowed, and hit a 4th rocket and couldn't kill the scout. So it's very unfortunate, but looks like we're going into a second mid here, so... Watching Frydog here on the mid, and looks like he's spamming top left. Might be there's a flank soldier shooting the demo right now, but he's really low, he should die. Okay, Dragon Fruit's gonna pick up Duck on the top right there. Looks like blue team are gonna have to leave, but Ants is behind right now. See if he can get anything. Yeah, Medic's going right at
they're in a really bad spot, and he manages to just pick up the demo there. Excellent direct hits from Ants. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was very good from Ants, but that scout should have been all over that soldier.
I'm a bit confused because it really looked like that the Oz Fanclub there, they had the point presence on that mid, but Gnomes have managed to just claw it back as they come into their second here and just like pushing him out. I guess, like, you know, it's hard to hold up a second point without a demo, but yeah, it's good to be back on last again for the Oz Fanclub.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be sort of a quick repeat of the situation we were in prior, except that blue has it this time. Dragon Fruit's in, he gets mulched. So it looks like we should see a counter sack by Duck. He's gonna come down, I think he's gonna go from under. No, he's gonna go walk up into lobby, and I think he's gonna go from bats. So we're gonna see a jump onto the medic right now. If he had hit a better jump, he actually could have gone to that medic.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think he messed up his strafe a little bit there or something. The first rocket was
it wasn't
quite
perfect. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, the medic was kind of unguarded, really, as unguarded as you're gonna be in sixes. So he was lucky to get away there. But actually, oh my god, okay. So Ants just jumps in through what's probably a demo sticky trap and 2 scouts looking at him, and somehow manages to jump again and straight onto the medic and gets a fat rocket off and before he dies, which is not what you want to see if you're Quack here. You want to see that soldier be killed as quickly as humanly possible. So
you don't want any leaks in that seal, man. You know, you don't want anything getting through.
So the good news is that nothing came of it, but it's sort of worrisome situation there going forward. Looks like Ants is gonna bomb. Oh no, he screws up his jump. He's gonna back up. He tried to jump from under.
Maybe they're going for a little bait here or something. I think that's just what they're trying to do.
Yeah, the Ants is kind of hurt there. If they had committed to under those overhealed soldiers, they could have probably picked him off there.
They definitely could have won that firefight there.
Looks like
Ants
is coming back for another bomb, but he gets spammed, so they know he's here, but he's gonna bomb anyway. He's in. Oh, this time that's perfect. Okay. And actually, who dies?
TG goes down as well, so that's going to be an unfortunate fallback to I don't know. Are they going to try hold this? Yeah, it looks like the Uber's coming out from both teams, and Ratsup, ooh, is he going to go for the backup here? This could
looks
be
like,
really
no,
interesting.
Soldier's on last, and Scout, he's going to get mulched instantly.
Quite unfortunate.
That is, he was put into the meat grinder there. He just ran out, Soldier rocket to the shins instantly, and then the Scout just cleaned them up with a 100 damage meat shot. But looks like Ban's going to get a bit ahead of himself here. Actually, never mind. Okay.
Well,
so
really nice pipe onto the center there. I mean, sorry.
Quack is on 25 HP from that bomb. Just can't finish it off. He's going to go back and get the pack. So that was interesting. Ban ran forward and his team wasn't backing him up properly, and he rightfully sort of got jumped on, but red team kind of left their scout out to dry, and then I mean Ban just like me just out DM'd him, like pure and simple, even on 50 HP.
Yeah, I know there seems to be a big trend with like Asia Fortress scouts just like
demo.
Oh wow. Oh no, is he going to pick up? Oh, he gets one.
Gets the demo.
But he gets Crybaby. That is going to be a crucial
that's a
pick
big pick. Yeah, they're not going to have a demo for this Uber now unless they wait for him, and if they wait for him, that just gives more time for Blue to get their Uber up. So massive play by Ban, but that was almost like a really sick double kill on the demo medic there. He just missed about 3 shots on their demo, and he sort of got killed. But actually, Dragon Fruit might die here. He'll get hit by a trap, and then Clovis cleans him up. So
bit of a 1-for-1 soldier trade there. I thought they were about to. It looked like they were getting ready to go in through that dungeon area, but I think after Dragon kind of topped it there, like, yeah, they decided to kind of like call it off, which is completely understandable.
Yeah. Looks like they've sort of nudged their way into mid here with their full Uber ad, and Duck gets caught behind. So it looks like it'll be a second hold for Blue, but they should get Uber here to hold it. Whether or not Red Team know this and are still wanting to take a trade, or they think they still have ad, is unknown, but looks like the trade comes out here. Save the demo, that's really cool. Good positioning from Blue. Red Team are getting forced out here. They might actually be able to pick up this 3-piece if they play their cards right, but Soldier's actually in on the medic here. Okay, wait, sorry, yeah, that was the medic, yeah. But he gets taken out instantly, so looks like Blue will live to see another day.
Yeah, Red Gnome Zone just dropping numbers here, like they just got to gather around on second now. It was I don't know, I really thought they were going to be able to get into that second area of them having the Uber ad, and they also got in a mid for free as well. But
yeah,
now a bit of a turn of the tables as the Oz Fanclub's coming in through the grass. Wow.
Yeah, so that Ban got a bit sort of baited by his team there because they had to deal with the soldier that bombed them. But looks like it doesn't matter, and Blue Team is just going to keep steamrolling through. So if we go back a little bit,
can we surf him out? Or this is going to be so unfortunate. Oh my god, this is that's round, like nothing else to it.
So does bomb the point, but both of them are hurt. Oh, this should still be game though. Round, sorry. Yeah, it looks like, oh, that was a really risky taunt by the demo there. But if we just go back for a second, so that pick that Ban got on the demo, Red Team actually ended up waiting for their demo before they Ubered, which is the reason that Blue was able to get a hold into second there, because they had waited so long and sort of dwindled their ad. So just an interesting sort of flow-on effect from that. Really cool pick. But third mid here, and it looks like I'm on the Jane Doe cam. And,
same.
He's actually doing quite a lot of damage to the enemy demo, but he's gonna back off here because he's getting pressured. Oh, he goes down to 31. The soldier's on him, but
he'll be able to get back in the pack, get back in the fight hopefully. But it looks like his team is 3 players. That is, you know, he's out of here. It's just him and Ants up.
Yeah, it looks like Ants want to try to do something, but only managed to pick up a soldier, which is not too influential. But at least his KD will be saved a little.
yeah, it's for the logs, you know.
Yeah, it's for the logs.
Coming up on an engineer, which is I like to see it. I think a lot of teams they think they don't have enough time for a century when like they do. Like I don't know. I feel like more people could get like some centuries up in the heat of the moment, and that's what I like to see like right now.
Yeah, so it looks to me on the back left here, which is I mean it's like an old meta spot, I suppose. Popular quite a while ago, but I don't see as many people running it anymore. But it looks like Blue's gonna get absolutely.
Oh, and then the Ratsoup's coming out here as well. You know, getting off the engineer. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but Crybaby hitting some beautiful pipes and eventually just like mulching the whole team. They're going to hopefully be able to roll out to the Fanclub's mid and take middle. Depends how many they deny right now. And looking, I think Heaps has maybe timed out here, so I will continue to carry the cast to the best of my ability. Zone here, just in the whole saw area, looking to go top left with this one. I wonder if Crybaby's going to do a bomb. I hope he does. Probably not. I don't know. Don't get to see what I want. Bomb coming in from the Blue Soldier. Cake. It's taken mid straight away from the AA guns. TG and Ratstoop there. Excellent scout work, keeping the medic safe. Taking it through grass now, and looks like the Uber comes out from Voltage, and yeah, the trade coming out, I guess, and Blue Team just 2 people up right now, which is really not what you want. And Crybaby on the chase here. Has he gone too far? I don't know. Yeah, he's gone out of this one, which is really excellent stuff from him. I think they're going to be able to just keep pressuring this top left area of the Oz Fanclub boys. Just another last hold. If they have Uber anytime soon, then now would be the time to use it because the demo's down. And I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually going to enable my casting HUD thing so I can see the Ubers. I completely forgot. And looks like just another quick stalemate. Not really much happening here. Heebs is back. Was it your internet? I think he's muted or something. But you know, luckily, good time to DC or time out in the nice long TF2 stalemate, which is really excellent. Any off classes coming out? Let's see. No, none. I don't see a sniper from either team. Oh no, wait, Cool Everest was spy checking, but I don't know, didn't really decide to.
Back.
Oh, easy done. How you going, man? Just in time
loving
for
my
the push.
internet.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too.
Alright, so timed out there, but I'm back and
That's all good.
loading back into the server. So, anything interesting happen while I was gone?
I think Gnome Zone got the force out of the Oz boys, so they're going to be coming in the last now. Wow,
Okay.
big bombs coming in from Dragon, and that's excellent stuff here. Crybaby, it's just kind of him here, but like, you know, they have the numbers advantage. Just looking like another round for the Gnome Zone.
No, big rockets coming up from Cake here, and he's actually going to take down multiple people. But Ants is going to come in here. He might be able to pick up Ban, which would be massive. They're so low on Blue, but it looks like Ants is going to back off. We do have a scout primed and ready on the tires in under to get it back out, but if blue team know what they're doing, this should be the first place they check. Yep, it's going to be checked, and that's a fat 2-shot by Ban there.
Ban going absolutely huge, all the way from hailing out from Asia, Singapore, I'd presume, but really excellent stuff. Shout out to Ban. Like,
yeah,
you're doing good stuff, man. Like, if you watch this...
He's my MVP so far, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like Cool Everest is going to clean up both the demo and the medic, but there's a scout just running behind. There's a 1v1 here, and the Gnome, I'm not sure who that is.
That's
I'm
TG,
sorry.
yeah, TG.
TG? Okay, he's going to come out on top. He's actually going to be waiting in a window here. He drops down, he sees an open point. He's going to avoid capping so people don't know where he is. And he's just going to scout the area, I suppose.
Sneaky, very sneaky, I like it. And now he's on the point here.
And yeah, he's got his team here, so he feels a bit more confident, but blue team are coming to fight this. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Dragonfruit's going to go down here. Really good coordination from their flank there to pick him off. And it looks like TG's actually also going to go down. Ants is really low. He gets an arrow, but he's going to get out from kitchen. And blue team have worked themselves up to a 2-player advantage with a 10% Uber advantage. Probably not great, but enough to sort of scare red team, I suppose. Ants is going to bomb in right now. Yeah,
this is going to be really
massive
bad
on
for
the
him.
medic.
Oh, he's on the medic. There's one more rocket. Oh, but he gets it.
Yeah, 3 rockets to pick him off.
Big brain play
really,
by the team of Ants in their prime. Excellent stuff.
Really good bomb by Ants there. But it looks like blue is just going to get the mid, try apply some pressure, but not too much because of red have Uber here. And if we looking at some big brain players here, we're gonna have to. Yep. Yeah, here it is. Actually, it doesn't go very well. I was gonna say we're gonna see a force from blue, and they do get.
Oh, there's a little bit of a backup going on, but it's a stack coming out from Gnome zone, so it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, looks like Cool Everest teams told him they couldn't get anyone to stop the point, so Cool's gonna give up before it's too futile, and he's actually going to be on the flank here. He's going to start the mid back cap, which will be interesting because if blue can block second here, this could work.
This is be risky, yeah.
But it doesn't look like they can, and a lot of blue players are really low now. But Cool's going to be coming in from behind. They do know he's there, but nobody's looking for him at the moment. He's on the demo. He's a fat meat shot. Can he kill him? No, he can't. He's going to keep the pack. But actually, in this confusion, Cake's pumped in and pumped out. he's like, nope.
So kind of hopped escalators there.
I think he missed a rocket maybe because that was a really prime position for him to pick off. But wait, what does TG do?
Yeah, TG just kind of went a little bit too far in there, maybe.
He's just got way ahead of himself. He's like,
I think that was a bit of a miscommunication error on the side of Gnome zone, unfortunately for them.
He's like, don't even worry about this, guys. I got this. Just run straight to the point, forgetting that 6 players are ready to defend it.
Despite that, the Uber does come out from both teams, the trade, and Ratsnoop's caught with his pants down here, unfortunately. But there's a soldier on the point, and Ants is making some good backpedaling work. He is going to die.
He's done a lot of work for his team, though, just getting a distraction and done damage. So red team literally just have to walk in here. Okay,
it's a 3-man combo. They got to play together. They just got to keep healing.
Oh, big bomb by Duck.
Oh my god! And Voltage, that's him down as well.
That's what you like to see from a spawning player. Just straight on. No bullshit, straight onto the scout and the demo there. Really solid bomb.
These guys are hungry, man. They want it. Like, you know, both teams are really, you can really tell they do not want to drop any rounds. And just kind of like, normally you see teams kind of give up a little bit and say like, oh yeah, we'll just like kind of like not really try, let it cap out so we can start fresh and, you know, be more coordinated on the mid fight. But no, like, they're really clinching on the skin of their teeth here. As I say, that Duck, oh my god, picking up 2. My goodness,
2, and it looks like this might be actually it's a soldier behind. He's going last. He's on 21 HP, but he's going last. No, they don't have second. Fuck.
They don't have second.
I'm an idiot.
Another miscommunication issue from the Gnome boys, unfortunately.
He's going to be in position to back cap second, but I don't think he'll get it. So he's not going to even bother. He's just going to go straight into kitchen. They should be looking for him. He's going to come up there through their kitchen. Surely somebody's looking for him right now. He's in on mid. Come on, you can't be grinding when you know there's a soldier behind Cool Everest. Okay, he picks him off. That was almost very...
yeah, that was almost very dangerous. I felt Ants felt very eager to just kind of get in. I felt like if he played a little bit more tactically, maybe he could have, you know, picked up a med or scout there.
Yeah, he's a bit more sort of cautious and patient, so it looks like they're going to muscle in for second here with a 30% ad. I would love to see them just continue to keep steamrolling, but I don't think they're going to get to the meta in time.
Yeah.
It looks like Red will get out. They've been grinding.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though, isn't it? Because off that cake bomb from their last, they've managed to coast to coast with 4 minutes left. As I say that, Ubers get traded. Everest goes in.
Down.
Yeah, I don't know what Cool Everest was doing. He ran in behind the Ubers and got mulched by Heavy. So, I think Blue thought they still had ad, but it was in fact even. So it looks like we're going to see another. Oh my. Okay.
Voltage is down. This is going to be looking really risky here. They're going to have to make a play onto the medic, otherwise it's see you later time.
Yeah, and with 3 minutes 50 on the clock, Blue are in a really strong position here. They just need to heal up. They can wait for their spawns if they want to, and then go in. Looks like massive bomb from KQ. He's going to pick off the demo. That's a devastating pick. He does die for it, but that is so worth in every sense of the word, because there's going to be not as much disturbance as they want to retake second here. Ants might die to a pistol scout or a scattergun scout, but yeah, it looks like he will. Cool will cap, and they're just going to keep rolling in here with 2-player out and full out. They're straight into last. Band's gonna play the point. They're gonna have to pump.
Gonna mulch by the Heavy there. Excellent stuff by Ratsu.
They need to save the demo, but Quack's not looking. That's devastating.
Oh, Crybaby hitting some nice pipes there. Still some point.
No.
He does decide to dead. This still could convert into a round. You never know. But looking like Gnome Zone really holding on. Yeah, if Cake can do one of his fat bombs. Oh, that is a fat bomb. Both the soldiers are low. This could be really bad for them. Gnome Zone just not able to hold on there. Cake. I gotta give a quick shout out to Cake's bombs, because they are fucking insane at the moment.
Cake is really alright. He's making a strong case for MVP at the moment.
Yeah,
like just some seriously well-timed bombs right now. It's so devastating to sort of almost be on the cusp of saving that.
Yeah.
And then losing at the last second. But with 2 minutes 30,
soldier coming in.
Red team are gonna have to. Red team are going to have to make some magic happen.
Whoa, they've just gone all through, my god, this is...
They've just decided to turn the jets on, and they're going to completely wipe Blue. Blue need to get a sentry and a heavy up as soon as they spawn right now, otherwise it's game over.
Peebs, mate, I'm calling it right now. Don't want to speak too soon, but this is going to be an excellent golden cap. And I know, I'm always excited for golden caps.
If it's a golden cap and Oz Fanclub win, my prediction comes true. So I'm excited. I'm keen for a golden cap if that's the case. But looks like we're gonna have the push rolling in soon here. They look like they want to go right shutter. It's the correct call. The sentry's on the right, the medic's on the right, everyone's on the right. But the soldier gets the early force. This could be really devastating for a red push here. The Uber's practically over right now, and
they haven't been able to get much position. There's excellent cap time, but only Crybaby Dragon.
Crybaby's just hitting everything. The soldier's gonna get the point.
This is gonna be so close. It's gonna come down.
Oh my god. The medic is the only one alive with 3% Uber. He's gonna get out. He won't have any decent ad to roll
unless someone gets to him right now.
If I'm Blue, I spawn, I heal up, and I set up a level 3 and a heavy again, and I hold on and hope I can hold off another push, because if they push out here and things don't go to plan, maybe a soldier gets behind on a bomb, that's game. So it looks like they're going to do that. They're going to set up the sentry, and they have a heavy with the brass beast. So they're all set up for this last hold. They got 54 seconds. It's enough time for each team to get their Uber. But Red are really grinding it out here, so they might actually...
I think they're going to have a significant ad here, because
Blue don't have any scouts.
Yeah, he was down for quite a while, and...
Yeah, he looks like he's escape plan grinding. It's not as efficient, and I wonder if Red will know to capitalize on it. Looks like they will, because they're rolling straight in here. But Demo's getting crushed.
Demo's very unfortunate. He manages to save.
Oh my god,
it's good. It could go really go either way. Everyone's
here. If they get the Uber off,
20 seconds left.
It's over.
Oh yeah, that's
surely. Soldiers above. They've seen him. He's gonna have to jump off, but they're gonna have to stay in here if they win.
Oh, Voltage with a nice air arrow. Can he get the second? Oh my god, this is gonna... Oh my god, this is...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Dragon! Oh my god! No! Gnome Zone! In the last second! Managed to cap that!
Wait, no, they didn't cap! They didn't cap!
Oh. They did? What?
Oh my god, they didn't cap.
Just need to drop a quick apologies if I distorted the hell out of everyone's ears just then, but I was not believing my eyes. I was giving me I-52 flashbacks, my god.
Literally what I was about to say. That was some mix-up immunity flashbacks right there. Oh my god. Oh, dude, what?
Oh.
By the skin of their teeth. Blue team walk away with map 1, and I was close to prediction. I got the team who won right. I didn't get the score right. But my god, I am excited if that's how every other map is going to go.
I just want to say, like, every cast I've done in the past 3 weeks has just been excellent TF2. TF2 can be very stalematey, but I like really haven't seen like this quality like in such like a long while. And we're going to be looking at some logs here right now. Let me just get them up for you quickly.
Yeah, so it looks like, as sort of predicted, Rocky Grass is going to be top fragging, along with Crybaby, with 28 frags, so each good performance from each of those respective players there. So yeah, so it looks like top frag is going to go to Rocky and Crybaby, with TG and Cake in second place. So sort of kind of what we expected just from the eye test, with you know, Crybaby's experience, Rocky Grass going off, Cake, some massive bombs, and TG with also some nice plays. So top fragging for the server, or those top 4 players. No real surprises there. Crybaby's done quite a lot of damage here.
Wow, that is he just dropped 10k.
Yeah, just
28
11k
kills,
practically.
14 deaths compared to Frydog. Frydog is getting out DM'd right now, like out damaged, I should say. Those are big numbers.
Yeah,
that just like reminds me of Numlocked.
So if we look at the med stats here as well, actually, a bit of a gap. Oh, not that much, but what, like that's 70 heals per minute advantage to Quack here on blue. Although interestingly, had 2 less Ubers and 1 more drop.
Yeah.
And I think we look at the deaths here, Voltage died 4 less times. So it's interesting that with 4 less deaths, obviously he's got more Ubers, he didn't drop, but he gets out healed to Quack. So that's sort of an interesting sort of dynamic there between the 2 medics. And if we look at the spread, both the demos, sorry, I sneezed. Both the demos top damaging, getting top heals for their teams, which is, you know, somewhat expected, with the combo scouts of each team also getting, wow, quite a lot of heals. 24% for Ban, and who's what was this? I'm having a mental blank here. Who's the scout for red team? No, red team.
No, we got TG and Ratsoup.
Ratsoup, okay, yeah. So Ratsoup getting 29% heals on Scout. That's a very interesting heal spread. Kind of the meta, I guess, in the modern day.
Yeah.
Is to give your combo Scout 25% heals.
I miss Shotgun Pocket, man.
It was good times, wasn't it?
It was good times. What are your predictions for this map, Heaps?
I think Gnome Zone will take it, just from what I saw.
I just want to say this. This is an extremely demo man heavy map, or at least I find. And if you get to mid first, like with a really good rollout, you can just put out so much damage onto Big Door, like before the team's even able to walk up elbow. And that you can basically get the whole team down to like, you know, like 50 HP, just like straight away ready for your soldiers to be bombing in. So I love Gully Wash because there's such a fast initiation. Like the middle is like, obviously any mid can be stalematey, but I find like Gully Wash is really just like straight up like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely the mids are super important, Gully Wash. But before we talk more, I think we have a special something to show the stream right now. So maybe we can just segue into that real quick.
Yeah, easy done. whip.
Okay, so we'll let you guys figure out what that might be referring. But have we missed the start of something? Or is
No,
it still
no,
pre-game?
it's
still
yeah,
pre-game.
just still pre-game.
Okay, so I think blue team readied up. So it looks like we're waiting on red team, we're ready up. And yeah, yeah, all 5 out of 6 players for red team are in spawn AFK right now. So we'll see their beautiful unusuals.
I think they must all be taking a quick break, which is definitely a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, after that nail biter, oh my god, I can't believe what happened, man. Like, it went down to just a demo and a medic. There's a soldier and a medic, and the demo sort of misses his pipes, and the soldier cleans up. The medic does, but the red medic did just enough to waste enough time. Oh man, that was, I mean, there's no sort of fault on you for thinking he got that cap off. I was in the same boat until I saw the 2-1 win for red team, and I was like, wait, it didn't cap? What?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, that right there, my friend Heaps, was a caster's dream, as I would say.
Yeah,
like you could
pretty
not
much.
like, I don't know, unless he got the golden cap, I don't think you could have scripted a better like finish.
I know, right? Like, for how that game was, to have it come down to one last push, not only one last push, but one last combo fight, one last individual fight, and then at the buzzer, have it not go to golden cap. That's about as nail biting as it gets. So I think we're in for a good game here, unless, you know, for some reason one team's just much stronger on gully.
Yeah.
But I think what we were saying earlier practically came to fruition in that Gnome Zone seemed to have slightly better chemistry, and sort of red team Oz Fanclub sort of won off the back of their DM with when you have players like Ban and Cake. You know,
oh my
coming into
god,
fights
those
and
bombs, man!
Yeah,
those
and they're just cleaning people up. Like, it makes it really a lot easier for your team to sort of capitalize and roll through onto like converting rounds. So that's kind of how blue team won, or red team, I forget. Oz Fanclub won last game, but. Coming onto Gully Wash here, Soldier's really good for this map, so I'm gonna go keep an eye on Cake here to see how that happens. See what he can make happen. But
looks like we're going live here. Second map of the ozfortress 26 main semi-finals. Heaps, mate, I'm so excited to see what's happening here. Who you gonna watch on this one?
I'm gonna watch Cake. I think that's the go-to right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's gonna roll out on the right here. He's gonna bomb over. He's gonna take some attention off, but he hasn't bombed in right now. He's gonna come in now. Fat rocket on the scout. Gets the scout. He's still alive. He's actually gonna get away on 13 HP. That's a massive play by Cake there, and good of Ban to like sort of.
Oh, and he's going behind them actually. Very smart.
Oh, he's gonna catch out the demo. Maybe the demo's one rocket dead, but it looks like the soldier's gonna come and save him. The demo will survive. But there's a really strong mid from Cake that sort of led eyes away from his team with the cross over the site bomb, and then came in and sort of killed the scout when nobody's looking.
I also just want to quickly say, like, watching his like mouse movements is extremely entertaining. Like, he's just one of those soldiers. Oh wow, and Voltage actually like taking
Red's
Uber
caught out.
Yeah.
Red's not in a very good position, but the duck comes in and doesn't get anything from it. But Vulture goes down in the post Uber. I need to see Quack leave right now. Get charioted out by a scout, but he doesn't, and it looks like he might die because of it. Yeah, that was really sloppy from red team to stay in there after they got the medic. They had about 20% Uber on their 20% left on their Uber when Voltage died, and they should have used it to chariot their medic out and then just repush later with full ad or however many ad you have. But instead, they end up staying in post Uber, and the scouts don't chariot the medic out, and he gets caught out by bomb. So it looks like blue team's gonna come in, cap the point here. Failed attempt from Duck onto the medic, gets him down to about half HP, but looks like it's to be a top river hold from red, and let's see how this goes. They blue team have about 15% app, and Cool Everest on snipers. I'm gonna get on that cam. Oh my god, he hits an insane air shot. I mean, headshot. I think it was an air shot, headshot actually.
Oh wow.
Before he stops off, but red team have actually managed to pick off 3 players here. There's 4 players here.
Wow, that was
like
really good defense. Like,
oh, look at Ants. Ants is in drop down. He's on 96 HP, so he's gonna have to make every roll out. Never mind.
Bad luck, bad luck.
Yeah, it's gonna be all she wrote for Ants. Very interesting hold there. Did Blue didn't have Uber when they were pushing in, did they? They tried
I don't think they had Uber, but I think they thought because, you know, that we've just kind of like rolled their whole team, they're not going to have like a proper defense setup. But
yeah,
no, it was really
to get the headshot. I think he got a pick as well. Oh, actually, I'm not sure what Red's medic was doing in lower there, but he gets forced. They do get 2 picks, and Dragon Fruit's low, so they could potentially keep rolling into last year if they're fast. But it doesn't look like they are, and it looks like they're just going to back off and climb. Not what I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see them rolling in with 3-player ad. But never mind, apparently they still want to go in, but they've let the blue team spawn, so they can't anymore. Cleverest dies, maybe he'll come up on Sniper?
Yeah, I think that was a purposeful sack right there. I don't know, they're going to watch it.
See a spy. I'd like to see a spy back up.
Spy back up would be epic.
Yeah.
We haven't seen actually heaps of interesting off classes, like, you know, both these games really. Like, apart from a few snipers and forwards. Oh wow.
Duck gets yeah, Cool Everest didn't snipe as much as I thought he was. Vulture's gonna get bombed here, he's gonna die.
Ratsu picking up Cake, which is quite convenient for him, managing to just meat shot him in the air, get him down.
Yeah.
Excellent
Looks like
stuff.
Cool stayed on scout there, so no off classes coming up yet. That was pretty much the same position MMGP were in the Premier semi-finals earlier.
Oh wow.
When Hertz back had to spy with his teammates. But looks like Blue, they're gonna trade out here. It's a much better Uber for Red, but they're not gonna do anything with it. They're not gonna keep rolling it with that 20% ad. So it looks like we're back to a stalemate on mid here, and looks like Ban's gonna be grinding back on I don't know what to call that, like banana there, I guess. Now on top of it. Interesting to see. We're probably gonna see some sacks here, I'm guessing. Probably an ad sack in pretty soon as Ubers get closer to full charge. Probably a cake sack as well.
Yeah, I hope Ants can coordinate something good from Big Door. That'd be really interesting. I feel like Ants hasn't had the opportunity to kind of like unleash his full potential, like on here. Like all of his bombs have kind of been botched by like unfortunate circumstances. So I'm really rooting for Ants, hoping he can get a good bomb in there onto the medic.
Yeah, looks like we have something going on here. 2 people go down to Ratsup and Crybaby, so Blue are going to push in here and probably get him for free. Duck is not going to get the best jump off and he's going to die. So 3 down. They got a spawner getting forwards right now, so they're going to be 5 up, which is possible to hold this point. They're actually going to do an early Uber here to get an Uber trade. This is really messy.
This could get really either way. I don't know who's winning what.
Yeah. Like, Cake's gonna bomb in and die.
I think Mo's come out on top with that one.
Yeah, Duck needs to get back here and not die. They can't lose anyone else here.
Yeah,
looks like they're gonna be 5 up. Blue is just coming straight in, but Volta's about to go down straight away.
That was a very, very bad decision to do that. I think they mistimed the respawns.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like it was a step in the right direction, sort of trying to capitalize on player ad rather than just Uber ad, which is kind of what you see at this level. You see more people focusing on Uber ad and sort of not sort of understanding how the importance of player ad, so they tend to sort of let it go to waste. But it was an interesting part is they were just a bit too slow and the spawns came in there.
Yeah, I know. In that situation, I felt like they should have maybe not committed to a full thing, like poke their heads and try to get like a kill or 2, and then like back out, grind the Uber a bit, you know, like happy days.
Yeah.
But
just poke their heads and see if they get a pick, they can work off it. If they don't commit too much. But looks like Dragonfruit, I don't know where he was, but he has a failed attempt just to get the medic there, and he's gonna go down. So looks like Blue and River, they're gonna have Uber in practically now. So actually, we got a fat combo flank coming up. They're gonna Uber out.
Oh, this is gonna be
really
dangerous.
Blue team is just kited, and Reddit stuck behind, and Blue team still have their Uber.
This is a really dangerous position for the red team here. Like,
Get the.
As far as I'm concerned, Gnome could just walk forward and cap the middle if they really wanted to, but
Yeah,
the lack of players is going to prevent them from doing that.
And
My
Voltage about to
God.
go down. What just
Despite the
happened?
mistiming of the Uber, like managing to still do that, this has worked out perfectly for the
God.
Oh, the trap, baby! The sticky
What
trap!
is going
And
on?
he picks up Ban as well on his way back to last. Somebody stop this man!
This is insane. He picks up 3 combo pieces walking through shot there. And they were on the ground. They weren't even above. That is very sloppy from Red Team.
Crybaby, I think he saved that whole point for his team. Yeah, that saved him around for sure. My God.
And that might even tilt Red Team. I don't know how their mentality goes as far as how easily tilted they are, but if they are easily tilted, that's the sort of thing that can shift momentum in any game. So it's gonna be interesting here. But Ubers are relatively even. But actually, the flank looks like they want to muscle something. Gnome is oh my God, he's on 3 HP. Somebody kill him. Looks like he's gonna get out and get the pack. Almost really good job from the soldier duck there to pick off those players, but he just gets a bit unlucky with the sort of angle that who was it? I think TG was at.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have even Ubers on mid here. Red team's sitting pretty. We're gonna expect some sacks and counter sacks to come. Unfortunately, it isn't a great sniper sight line unless you walk the sniper, like the whole combo walks the snipers through big door to get a peek. But even then, it's pretty tough to get a shot off without getting spammed to absolute smithereens. So I think it'll more so be inclined to see just a transition of soldier stacks and whatever.
Oh, that
takes him. Oh my God!
He like surfed off a rock and he gets voltage. My God!
Oh my God! It looks like Ratsuper's gonna come in and just shot the medic, and he's gonna get the force out. Look at the soldier behind the rock. Dragonfruit's behind and they don't know. Dragonfruit's behind them and they don't know. He's gonna be able to stop an attempt to cap second here on Cool Everest. Cool Everest will have no idea. Dragonfruit will actually get this stop. Cool Everest. Oh, he
messes his jump. Oh no! He's down. That's it.
The entire rest of the red team is spawn camping Voltage right now. But
it's a game of MGE. It's that's shot on the Dragonfruit from Cake. What is this? What is happening?
Cake's insane, man. It looks like red team is gonna be on the point right now.
He's on a 5K. My God!
Just sticking up the point, and that's all she wrote for this round. Oh my God. Okay, so Oz Fanclub going up a round on the second map in this best of 3. This is really strong position right now. I know there's 20 minutes left, but you know, with everything that's happened, blue team are just gonna be
from the Oz Fanclub. My God, that air shot and then I'm lost for words, Heaps. This is insane.
It was a really good job by Frydog to stay behind there and stop the cap, but he screwed up his jump, which like Cool Everest know he was there and do a bit of damage to him. So it wasn't as clean as it could have been, but I've neglected this mid. I'm very sorry. Looks like blue are gonna go like completely wipe here almost, except for Voltage. So the most important person does get out, but he's not healing. So red team, if they play their cards right, will have full ad going into last year. Not full ad, sorry, probably 30%. Because he's still not healing. He's still on. Alright, he's finally started healing. He's 40% ad for red team here. They just need to cap and keep going to last. I don't know why Cake died there.
I think it's the man's just keen for the bombs. Like, the testosterone must be pumping for him, you know?
He's just super keen. Looks like they're gonna start to push in. Surely they don't let this. They're letting it go to waste. Okay. So this right here, this is a prime example of one of the main differences between a lower division and a higher division is that the higher division teams they'll take account. So there's like a stage of sort of awareness and brain and game sense in that at this level they're probably thinking, oh, Med got out, therefore even Ubers. Whereas as you get into the higher divisions, people are understanding that Med getting out and he doesn't have anyone to heal, which means you still have quite a sizable ad and you can work with that. So any sort of teams who are in this sort of level right now, it's a really key component to getting better is just understanding this sort of advanced layer to the game, in that just because the medic is alive doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have an Uber ad or whatever.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna have a sack in from Cake. He's in a moment, I'm assuming. Actually, Ban's gone under the point. He's gonna meet a soldier there and get mulched by Ants. I'm assuming Ants is about to jump from River. Yep, he is, but he hits his head on the side.
He's committing to it, which
does,
is, I guess, fair enough. You know, if you're at that point, you can't really like jump out. May as well try commit and see if you can pick anything up. Looking like a bit of a reset from both sides. Is right now it's kind of the time where it's going to be very, very conservative. Like, I'd say even from the Oz fan club, I feel like they're gonna. This is their chance to like get in front and kind of like have a much easier like, you know, game for the rest of like. It'll put their minds at ease if I can get this.
2-0 is a much better buffer than 1-0.
Yeah. So.
Actually, no. He's on spy, but oh my god! Ban just peeks, I think, main and kills the medic. Massive!
Oh
we have the Uber coming in. It's on the heavy, but the heavy, the sort of gets dropped. But it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Red have point, and they've capped the point. I didn't see where Ban peeked from. I think it was main or shutter, and he just snipes the medic. He's having the series of his life right now, and he just turns that into a round. And now they're 2 up.
I need to spectate on this. Like, I just need to see what he's gonna do this mid. Just like jump right now. Let's see. He's going in. Or he might be able to catch the men on elbow here. Nah, he's just got to kind of sit behind, you know, cause a few distractions. Walking up there.
Yeah, he's right behind the medic here. He gets a good rocket, a second good rocket. The med's kind of low, but nobody can really follow up. It looks like they clean up this scout, and they'll cap the mid here. So this is not what I expected. I don't think this is what you expected. But red team look quite in control of this series right now.
Yeah, this is I think the momentum. You know, as I said before, these guys are hungry, man.
Yeah,
like, I think the Oz fan club, they really, I don't think they predicted at the start of this season that they'd like kind of get this far. Maine was stacked with a lot of amazing teams this season, as I've said in previous casts. And, you know, like, not saying that they doubted themselves, but really, I didn't think that they were expecting to make playoffs and even perform this well in playoffs. And
it's like we have a spy.
Yeah, Ratsoup coming out on the spy here. Very
all the way
far
behind. He's gonna climb up, but people are jumping the point while he's making his long flank. I actually think this is gonna work.
Yeah, I think he's got a very good shot here if he's just careful with cloaking and.
Yeah, looks like against the soldier. He's gonna settle.
It's a safe. It's
not
a safe
bad decision.
Yeah,
he's got it picked out by Duck there.
River's such a tight corridor, you know. Like if he tried to have weaved his way through and get the medic,
I think it's a high percentage play. It's unfortunate that he ran into a soldier when he was trying to get out. But that's sort of what happens. It's probably the best thing you could do, because if he walks past Cake there, Cake's gonna know that's a spy, no doubt. So, but it looks like we have the Rocky Grass sniper again, and he dropped the medic last time, so I'm on his cam, and I want to see what he can do. He might go for a hero. He's gone for the hero shot. Oh, that was close. Wait. All right, so it looks like we have the Ratsoup sniper, and he picks up Duck. So red team is just gonna back off a little bit here, expecting a counter sack.
Yeah, stack for sack kind of thing, you know, back and forth.
Dragon Fruit does sack, but he dies, so back to sort of square one. I'm sticking on the Rocky Grass sniper, I believe. I don't know about you. He's gonna be here.
I'm seeing this.
Doesn't see the medic. The medic's actually on the bottom on 71 HP, so I think he's managing to get out.
Sounds a valuable pick from Trundle.
2 players have died here though.
This is
workable. They've Ubered in. They need to get straight onto the medic.
This is dangerous for Gnome Zone. The Uber comes out.
Grass picks up the demo. That's massive. Dude, medic's just gonna get mulched there post Uber.
Yeah,
dude, Rocky Grass is going off.
Oh my god!
Bam!
Okay,
Shout out to Asia Fortress, everyone.
Asia Fortress is producing some solid scouts and snipers right now.
Can we fly these players out to here, please?
Because the next best pick off of a med is getting that demo. Because that means no stickies post Uber to clear the point. And then he picks off the heavy. The third best pick there, so he's going massive. But on this mid now, we have Cake, high bomb, straight onto 2 players. Really nice rockets onto both those players. They're both low. He's going to pick up... actually, no, Duck's going to get both of them, but off the back of Cake's damage. Fat bomb from Duck. He's going to get a solid rocket on the demo. But the demo doesn't die. He's getting the beam. Cake's in. Oh, massive Cake bomb.
Oh, wow.
He's got his skill stick in the medic, and the demo's going to die as well.
That would have been a deadly... I feel like if Crybaby had managed to hit that shot there, then both of them... I think both those players would have died in that baby draw area. But as I'm saying this... I don't know, Heaps. I think Gnome Zone is starting to tilt a little bit. I think they've kind of crumbled and, I don't want to say given up, but, you know, like they're really just like not able to like, you know, kind of claw these mids back. I feel like they've lost a lot of confidence, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was actually just about to say that I think it's a bit early, but this might be all she wrote for Red Team here, because they're up 3-0, they're up a map, and they're in a really strong position to just walk away with this series at a 2-0.
Yeah, you know, the Oz boys really just in the position like to be doing whatever they want here, and
they got full ad here, so they're gonna try walk in. Voltage is if they went right then, they would have caught Voltage crossing. They didn't know, because obviously they're good boys and they're not all hacking. So, but it looks like they're gonna start coming in here anyway. They're gonna force blue team off. We got a sack in here from Ants. It's gonna get shut down instantaneously. And
good pop like Crydog.
This is really strong by Red Team. Actually, they might pick off Crybaby as well.
Oh no, Crybaby's he's gonna get caught here, but the Uber comes out.
And it looks like Red Demo's been dropped. Quack's on 2 HP. They need
better Uber though.
It's better Uber, but the player ad and the player health for Red Team is just really bad. Clever's behind though, and he's just annoying them on like 5 HP. He's gonna die to the soldier.
Wow.
I don't know what happened there, but that was really poor positioning from Red Team.
I was quite confused with that whole push. I was also going to say, if I was Oz boys right now, I would really just try to get Gnome Zone back to their last or second and just hold, you know? Kind of like park the bus a bit, run down the clock. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. It's a very good strategy that I think a lot of teams forget that it's a time game, you know? And when the time runs out, the game is over. Oh, Ants is going in.
Oh my god, Voltage is on 50 HP. This is a crazy game right now.
Yeah, despite the scores, it's still like an extremely entertaining game to watch. Like the skill and like aim, raw DM from both teams is just like coming out and shining so far, which is excellent.
It's super exciting. Looks like blue team are on the brink of putting themselves on the board. I don't know if they'll be able to do it. I hope they can. Means a closer game for us.
Yeah, I really hope they can claw back some two rounds here.
Yeah, it looks like a solid setup for Red here. They got a Pyro on the ground waiting for anything to come from River. They got a Heavy on top left to add sort of health and DPM. Looks like I don't think they're parking the bus, but I think this will be sort of a hard defense crack right now, especially because neither team has to add. Oh, it looks like it.
Scouts on point. TG getting some excellent cap time. Unfortunately, Ants does go down at the same time as that.
I didn't even realize that cap time.
Yeah,
they're gonna leave the Heavy on
time of the sack. Like, yeah, we could be here for a while, heaps. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This situation right here might last us a little while. Doesn't look like Red are gonna sack at all. They need to keep someone on that point, which is what they're doing. The Heavy's just gonna sit on the point because if that happens again, that cap is gonna get capped. Actually, it looks like Duck's in. He's not gonna get anything from it. Crybaby went down to 20 HP, but he stays alive.
Ratsup underneath the point, another sneaky play. He gets spotted out by Quake, and I don't know, he's chosen that one here, but
Uber comes in here, but the Pyro is denying the Uber. Soldier's gonna jump straight onto the point. He still has Uber somehow. Actually, there's a third player under. They don't know Dragon Fruit's under. They've left the point. This is massive. They've jumped away from the point. This is medically
he just dropped, and the med's on the point.
And he gets it!
And he gets it!
He manages to shoot Duck up into the sky, which means that he can't defend the point, and he just caps it. That was really bad from Red leaving the point there. It's the one thing they couldn't do.
We need to have our fingers crossed here. This is going to convert into like a bit of momentum for the Gnome Zone here.
Yeah.
I really hope. I'm going to watch Ants on this rollout, seeing if he can make anything happen for his team. Goes in for the first jump there. Nice rocket on the scout in the mid. You know, his team, the Ozbo's kind of left their mid a little bit there, but eventually picking up Ants. A little bit too aggressive going in. Wow.
Okay, so it
looks
like
just cleaning up everything, and Voltage is back to last.
Yeah, so again, we're going to see a situation where Red Team have ad because Voltage wasn't healing. I'll be curious to see if they work it. It doesn't look like they are, though. Looks like they're going to let it slip. They need to start moving now, so they go in when they get 100%. They have a bit of leeway because it's quite a sizable ad. It's at 30% right now. Actually, it looks like Rocky was taken in, but there's stickies there. They didn't check. And
Crybaby, another deadly trap.
Crybaby is single-handedly keeping his team in the game right now. Clever's tried to go for a back tap, but failed. Looks like we have a
flies have dropped. My God.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, and the entire Red team dies except for Frydog. So he's gonna have a trap up at choke here. Don't think it's gonna get anyone, but that's massive from Crybaby. That's a really rookie mistake from Bam there not to check for the trap.
and that right there is this is Gnome Zone's opportunity. With 8 minutes, this is still plenty of time to get 2 rounds. You know, anything can happen in TF2, and they just got to keep like the momentum rolling, keep that domino effect spiraling. Like,
oh, we have a fat. Oh, it doesn't get anything. Oh my god, wait, never mind. The second bomb comes in, forces the medic, and drops 2 people. So now we have a 3-person Uber, in which, actually, Dragonfruit's just gonna walk in here and kill everything. Quack's gonna die. Surely, he's gonna die. Please. Okay, he goes down.
87% Uber
Cool
charge,
Everest is right here to kill him post Uber. We'll see. Come on, Cool, you can do it. I believe you're a scout. Don't be scared. He's at the top of the point. The soldier's gone up.
Stilts.
The soldier's gone up. He's gonna try to get out here from choke. I don't know if he'll be able to. He will.
I thought that was the end of Dragonfruit for a minute there. Honestly. I thought Cool was just gonna AA cannon him down.
Actually, Ants is on last right now.
Oh.
He's on last, so but they're not going to cap second. But I don't know what his play is right now. He needs to either flank or I don't know, get a bit closer to the action. Because don't look. I think the play is that blue team push in, force red back, and then Ants comes in for the cleanup. That's I assume is going to be the play. He's just sitting in secret right now.
I don't know. I think Gnome. They need to do a push through big door. There's through choke. There's just too much spam. It
looks like they're listening to you because they're coming in. But one goes. TG goes down, and that's gonna hurt. Doc's actually okay. Ants
he's gonna be
to make a move, so he's actually gonna pick up a soldier here because the soldier's very low. Wait, it's a crits. They crits.
Oh!
And they get
Crybaby getting 2.
God, the Crybaby crits.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, he gets another one. And he's just staring at Duck. Duck doesn't want none of that. Duck's like, no, get me out of this place.
You can always count on Crybaby to make it a good crit. Ants eventually getting Duck. That was a quite a long game of chess between those 2 players there.
Looks like we have a
down. It's just Quack, and then Gnome Zone. I think this is going to convert into another round. Not yet. I don't want to speak too soon. Surely they got to get in there. Unless the
dies.
The pyro is so weak.
The soldier's up.
My god!
What can he do? He can save the point.
Oh my god! Rat super voltage. Yes, the boys have done it. 3-2 in favor of the Oz Fan Club still, but you know this is momentum happening in the air right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to see a 3rd map here, Heaps. I'm calling it.
I'm inclined to believe. Looks like
I've got my fingers crossed.
Crawling their way out of the depths of 3-0 down. Looks like we're gonna have a bomb in here from Cake. Just gonna be sort of a attention seeker. Ants is in. Actually picks off Pride off.
Insane damage, completely mulching the red team there. Sorry to cut you off.
40 HP. No, that's fine. And it's like red team are wiped, and blue team have just like turned the jets on right now. Like they've just decided that enough is enough, and they don't want to drop this series. They don't want to go home after this map. They want to force a 3rd map, and it looks like they're going to be in a really good position to do so because they've 70% Uber at.
They just got to be patient with this one. You know, now's the time where they really got to put their thinking caps on and be like, right, we've been together for 3 seasons now. You know, we're familiar with each other. Like, you know, we all know like what the go is. Just keep calm, boys, and like, you know, make this a good push. You know.
And it looks like we're gonna have a lot of spam from Frydog coming from River here. As blue look to push in. They use their Uber. The series is actually in a really weird spot, and it's not going to go down for a while now, especially with the pyro spamming. But actually, Crybaby takes down the sentry and the pyro, so that's really
voltage goes down, so they're going to be out of kills, but Quack is down. There's 2 up for the Oz Fan Club, and I think that is going to convert into another round. 3-all.
So I don't know what's happened here, but this has been a very strong comeback from Gnome Zone.
Golden Cap, I think, is a likely situation here. Both teams, I think, are going to be extremely passive this mid.
Yeah, I think this comeback is practically off the back of Crybaby's damage, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, Crybaby has really just put in the miles for his team right here. I should say kilometers because, you know, we use the metric system, but excellent stuff here.
Yeah, it looks like a fat bomb from Cake isn't going to work too well, but they still managed to nudge 2 picks. A 3rd pick, actually a 4th pick, and the combo's really low right now. It's a full team wipe, not a single red person goes down. So red team respond very, very well, and they need to make this count. They need to go up around here with 3 minutes 30 left.
Ban there, I felt like it, you know, even though none of his team went down, I felt like he was just controlling that whole mid, like, you know, moving forward, then moving back, trying to, like, you know, baiting the players in, like, you know, like, people are coming to him in his mid shotting. I'm saying that the Uber does come out from Quack, and, you know, it is getting red hot in here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not looking too hot though, and they get 2 picks, but the Uber's over. They need. Oh, okay, never mind. They're just snowballing, and it looks like the soldier's gonna die, and that's a full team wipe with not a single red person going down. So they've got their lead back. This is crazy. This is, if I were to have guessed before the series started, I would have said Snake would have been more like this, and Gullywash would have been more like Snakewater. But it looks like Snakewater was the sort of the grinded out map, and Gullywash was the very DM or sort of flowy map. But this next mid here, and blue team are getting crushed as they try to go to the other team's side. Crybaby's just gonna get absolutely mowed down by. But wait! He just runs in there and gets quacked at the expense of losing like his medic. But like, that's a solid trade. Like that's if he didn't do that, they're gonna get caught when they're trying to escape. So very strong play from Ratsup there to pick off the medic.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm like lost for words at how back and forth this is right now. Like as we were saying before, I would have thought that Snake would have been a little bit more kind of like this, you know. But yeah, we've gotten a great result for Gullywash, and just saying that TG is on the spy in the choke, and he gets the demo. Just I thought it was gonna get caught out there, but
so each demo goes down.
Friedog goes down,
Looks
and
like
he's still
Blue Team
alive.
Push in here. They're getting.
Is he gonna get another? No way! He gets the man as well!
Oh, he didn't, did he?
He did! He picks up Quack and Frydog in one life on Spy.
Oh, but Cool Everest comes in at the last second and picks up
He gets a ban! He gets one on the ban! That's a 3-piece on Spy! Half the team! My goodness gracious me!
Oh no. Man, I'm like losing my voice right now.
Yes, but we're gonna have to power through.
Look, a minute and 10 seconds left, and this has just turned into a complete shitfest.
Yeah!
Like, there's just a scout 15 HP behind Rock. TG's trying to back cap mid right now. Oh, Cool can't show himself on 15 HP. Yeah, now he gets the thing. He's gonna take a 1v1. There's a massive 1v1 on mid here. Who's gonna win? It looks like Cool Everest will win by the skin of his teeth. He did about 124 damage to TG there, so I'm gonna give the kill to him. But it's massive bomb in here from Ants. He's actually gonna pick off Quack. That's
Cool's on a 5k. My
it's
God.
good, but it really means nothing with 30 seconds left. Medic or no medic, this is pretty much impossible for a blue team. Cool's gonna pick up another scout. This is all she wrote.
Yeah, this is wow. Like, you know, I guess that sums up like most of the cast. Are they gonna get another one? I think they just might, but
looks like it's been staved up. Oh, the song.
Bad luck. That is GG. GG. Very.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, wow. Could you ask for...
My predictions were wrong, but I've kind of like. I don't want to say like I'm happy, like, you know, I feel very sad for Gnome Zone, but the game produced by the Oz Fanclub was an absolute nail biter, actually from both teams. Before we get them in, I just need to give a massive shout out to both teams for, you know, that was amazing to cast.
Yeah,
like,
that was a really fun game.
Really fun stuff.
Yeah, no, that was a very exciting game. Didn't go 3 maps, which I thought it might. Both before the series started and after Snakewater, just seeing how close that was. But looks like Oz Fanclub are able to just nudge out a series win, winning both maps by 1 round. Oh, 2 rounds actually, because he's got that second round at the last second there. So they did manage to win by 2, but it was practically 1 really. That was kind of dead time. That was a dead time cap, but very impressive by both teams really.
Yeah.
But, just looking at the logs here. Cake, massive game. Massive game. Top fragging the server and top damaging.
Wow. For like a soldier, like
22. Yeah, that is
insane stuff.
Gullywash, in the words of Seagull, you should always be top damaging.
Yeah.
As Roma on Gullywash, but still like just a super game by Cake on both maps really. And we still got Ban 2613, 281 DPM. I'm expecting Crybaby to be up there. Yeah, he's top damaging his team at 280 DPM. I thought it'd be a bit more, but still really solid work by him. Just multiple like traps. One of them, or maybe two of them, I forget. Getting the medic drop, which is massive, and sort of that double like medic and scout drop on full ad, I believe that Oz Fanclub had, I think was the turning point which allowed Gnome Zone to get back in the game. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out to do much, but like as they lost in the end. But still, like a massive play, probably the highlight of arguably of the series because it meant so much. But just a really solid performance by Crybaby on both maps.
Yeah, like I don't know if despite Gnome Zone losing that, I'd have to actually it's too hard to pick like the star player of that game. But my top three would be Cake, Ban, and this is in no consecutive order or anything. But yeah, I have to say like Cake, Ban, and Crybaby, like those three players, absolutely insane stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
that is
agree.
Intermediate material, like
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah, I agree. Definitely the three standout players from the series. Ban came out guns blazing on Snake Order, just multiple like 10 kill streaks or whatever it was. Converted a lot of sort of team wins for in team fights. And then kind of as the Snake Order went on, like the second half, Cake's bombs started coming to fruition, and then sort of he took over that second half, and then all throughout Gullywash it was like Cake and Crybaby just sort of trading out just massive damage sort of deals, and Ban just sort of cleaning up a lot of the time. So just a solid performance by all those three players throughout the series. But like everyone, I feel like played pretty well. Like I don't think there was anyone sort of anchoring or like not pulling their weight. Like we have Cool Ever scoring 27 for 14 on Gullywash, or sort of Ants had some really cool like bombs on Snakewater, whatever. Sort of consistent damage from Fry Dog. TG had some big plays. Rat Soup had some interesting off classes. Just a solid performance from everyone on the server.
Yeah, no, like honestly, just like quickly before we wrap it up and head into the interviews, like I don't think any player in that, like in both those two games, like did any anchoring like whatsoever. I could not, even if I like really wanted to be biased and like throw shade at anyone, I just couldn't, because like that was like amazing TF2 at its finest. And as we lead away from that, we have a special little announcement to go into. Just give me a second. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that teaser right there. Should we head into through to the interviews?
Are we doing interviews? Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to do some, I'm keen.
Yeah. Yeah, drag him in.
Alright. So we have Cake, Cleverest, and Fry Dog here.
Yo, hello.
How are you guys feeling?
Oh, it was a rush.
Yeah.
Especially Snakewater.
Yeah. You might want to make a push to talk there, Friday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, no, like that was excellent stuff. Like really, like, but before we start anything, like, if you've rewatched the whole stream, Cake, like, me and Hayes was just like going nuts at your bombs, man. Like, insane
that's very
stuff.
Nice of you, man.
Insane stuff.
Yeah, man, you had a lot of impact bombs, especially on Snake on some of those last holds or last pushes when you just come in from respawning or whatever and just like get some pretty key bombs, and it was really sick to see.
Oh, that Snakewater game, that was almost gave us a heart attack at that last point.
Yeah,
We had to
that
take a
was
really
insane.
long break.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like that was like, I mean, both me and Goose both thought they'd cap that at the end, but but the time ran out.
We were going crazy, dude.
You're not the only ones, I can assure you that.
Yeah, that went down to like the last sec. I think Ants is ready to be pulled in if someone wants to do that. We'll get someone from the enemy team. So we
What's
have
up,
Ants.
boys?
How you going, Ants? How you feeling, brother?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Fair. Understandably, I can imagine you're feeling a little bit shattered, which is perfectly normal.
I wouldn't say shattered. It's not ideal. We still haven't won a fucking season, but you know, these guys can clearly practiced a lot, played really well. So props to you guys for beating us. If you wanna BM, that's perfectly fine. I respect your right to BM.
Nah, dude, we're all gentlemen here.
Okay.
It's all in good fun.
What happens in chat stays in chat.
Yeah.
Also, regardless, like real quick, regardless of like who like won and who wins, like making playoffs is a feat that like few people will like ever achieve in like any esport. Like regardless that TF2 is like a lot smaller, it's still like a feat that very few people get to achieve. So like, all of you guys should be patting yourselves on the back right now. Like honestly.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Like, obviously we wanted to win. I don't like we didn't play that well, if I'm honest. The comms were a little unclean at times, but again, that's not to knock. I think these guys did just play quite well, and yeah, I don't know. They're just the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, sort of, what like was that Crybaby drop that he got on the medic and the scout when they were pushing last? Was that sort of like a bit of a motivation or like what's the word, momentum changer for you guys to sort of pull back 3 rounds to tie up the game? Or
definitely, we were actually so hype after like winning 3 rounds in a row. We were like, holy fuck, my god, this is gonna be the biggest turnaround. But unfortunately, I think we just ended up botching our 1 mid and we got rolled, which then left us with only 3 minutes to win 1 round, and it just got dragged out.
Yeah. You had a team wipe with and no one on red went down, so it's pretty unfortunate circumstances. It was really hectic just watching the game, seeing you guys like trade mids so heavily. Like it never felt like, well, there was a couple of mids that sort of grinded out to 1 or 2 people, but there was also a couple of mids where it's like, you know, only 1 person lost on 1 team while the entire other teams sort of wiped or whatever. So it was really interesting.
Oh, we were also really we were yelling so much that fucking last round on Snakewater.
Oh,
it came down to the very like last to the last hair. Fuck, that was so close.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy to watch. Goose like screamed out of his chair. Like, he thought you guys had capped it before he realized the score was still 2-1 and I was the same. So it's like, yeah, both of us thought you guys had like tied up and we were going to golden cap.
It was like
crazy.
Heaves and I were just saying like I-52, like IM versus mix-up flashbacks, like right there, and you know, like jumping out of my chair. That was like the most beautiful game to like cast, like both maps, you know, not just Snakewater, not just because of that, like just the overall performance from both teams, and like, you know, just keeping you cool, like. It was really incredible to watch. So like once again, sorry to reiterate so many times, but fucking good job to you guys, and excuse my language.
Yeah, it's fine. If only we ran Pain Train.
Yeah. So that would have been a big brain play right there.
Exactly.
Do you guys have anything you'd like to kind of comment on? Like any thoughts you'd like to vent?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it was a definitely a very different result from our game previously in the season when we played them, but it was on Kalinka, so it's kind of, you know, a bit of anybody's game.
I was pretty tilted after that.
Yeah. Again, I must clarify, any and all BM is directed solely at Duck. I mean, no harm to anyone else. But yeah.
Yeah,
You gonna drop some BM, or you just gonna tease me like that?
Never. What the?
Duck,
Who do you think I am?
bro. Just say it now. Come on, let it out. Let it out the
Yeah,
street.
dude.
I would never BM. What? Do you think I'm toxic or what?
What?
You think
What
so
is it?
lowly of me.
Dude, no one's toxic in TF2. What are you guys on about?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Really nice, guys.
should I let's cut to the shout outs, starting with you, Ants.
Yeah, well, shouting out everyone on my team, Hipster, Voltage, Dragon, yeah, it's Jebby, myself, TG, a constant force of emotional support, so props to those guys, good, it's good being a good group of friends.
Yeah, no, definitely. Is that it?
My mum.
Oh, excellent. You got to shout out the mom.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I've just got to do a real quick one to Dev, Precious, Twist, Klamath, Vasily, Leo, Nibu, Youch, Ched, Ratsu, Cecil, Lux, Ethan, and Just Jazz. Also Molly.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then Cool Everest. Do you have any shout outs?
Dude, I have heaps. Like, our team has had so much help throughout the season, and it's just been absolutely phenomenal. So, starting with the Merc team, towards playoffs, it's kind of hard to find teams to scrim because they all, disband or just leave and, things if they don't make it. And the teams that do make playoffs don't really want to verse you because otherwise it's, stealing strats and stuff.
Yeah.
So we had a Merc team, which is just a bunch of sub players and that. So that'd be Skyblocks, massive shout out to him. He was watching in his own little channel, the stream, and they were getting absolutely after we won, we dragged in our main Discord and they were screaming their heads off. So that's Skyblocks, Diplex, and the rest of the Merc team, which is Maximus, Phantom, Tesla, Benjay, Johnny. So they've been organizing scrims so that we can actually keep practicing and not have to sit around. And also people who are doing demo reviews and stuff with us, Fane, John the Asian, Moop. I feel bad if I miss anyone's names here because we have done a lot of demo reviews and stuff with many people. And then Razor's also helped us out a bit, giving us some ideas on how to push and process and stuff. He's really helped out there. Besides that, just our team. I can't really think of any other people. 95 has been really good with organizing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of that many other shoutouts. So I'll probably hand it off to the rest of the people here.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Take it away, Cake.
Shout out to 95. Shout outs to Sky and Dip. Awesome dudes. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Ozdog and his jerky. Shout out to Just Jazz. Good job in semi-finals. And shout out to Tricker.
Excellent. Frydog, anyone you got in mind?
Yeah, shout out to the twins, Sky and Dip. Also shout out to my boy Revu and Cool Dad and all that.
Excellent stuff. Heaps.
Yeah, I'll start off shouting out CappingTV for letting me cast. Shout out to Max for producing. Shout out to Big Fella Goose for casting with me. Shout out to Mitch for just being a G. Shout out to Ratman. And shout out to myself for thinking that Ban was Sky for the first 5 minutes of Snakewater, so that was epic.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Just before we wrap this one up, I do have to give a very big shout out to Mitch and the whole CappingTV crew, giving casters an opportunity to platform themselves on. And yeah, that was some excellent stuff. The main season 26 semi-finals going to the Oz Fan Club. Good luck in the grand finals, guys. And yeah, it's CappingTV, and I'm Big Fella Goose signing off.